골반을 이렇게 트위스트 한번 해보세요. Axis is always in one place. 풀리면은 지금 약간 이렇게 쓰시는.
Indian dance, a not so popular dance type in South Korea, the kingdom of K-pop. When people talk about Indian dance here, most of them would think of those dancing scenes in Bollywood movies. In this video, NOVAsia magazine interviews a Korean Indian dance teacher who is now teaching in an Indian dance academy in Seoul to learn more about Indian dance and see what Indian dance has brought to her life.
Namaste. 안녕하세요. My name is Noori. I'm the director of last Indian Dance Academy. I'm teaching Indian classical dance, Kathak, and Bollywood dance. I started learning Indian dance in 2011. That time I was 26 years old. And first, I learned Kathak from a Korean Kathak dancer. And the next year, as Indian Cultural Center is established in Seoul, I met my guru, Kathak dancer Manojai Dubralji. That time, I was very sincere student, so I went to the class 4 days every week. And I practiced hard. Actually, I want to introduce Kathak dance, what is it like. Kathak dance is a classical dance form from Indian continent, including India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. The origin of Kathak, the word is from Katha. Katha is a storyteller. In old time in India, those artists show dance and music for praising God and describing the life of people, and it became the classical art form, Kathak. Since my young age, I was very interested in other Asian countries' culture, especially India and Persia. I remember when I was 19 years old, it was my first year of college. I happened to watch the movie Devdas. It is a very famous Indian movie, and I was just shocked. The beauty of the ladies, actresses, and their art, and their dancing. After that, I got to know that that dance is Kathak. So, like 3 years after that, I started Kathak dance. First, I started from my Korean teacher and then Indian teacher in Seoul. After that, I want to know, find my own style. So I decided to go to Lahore, Pakistan. I met my third Guruji, Nahid Siddiqui ji. She was like a warrior. Of course, she's a dancer, but you know, in Pakistan, 40 years ago, for women, dancing in public is not allowed. Becoming a dancer means like a protest, political protest. And she was a very brave woman, and she moved to UK, and she developed her own style. The style is very graceful and very divine. And when I met her, she taught me not only dance, but lifestyle and attitude to everything. One day she told me, she said that I'm a very small person, like a dust, but when I started dancing, God, divine essence is coming to me. That's God or Goddess dance through me. I become a vessel. It moves me, and it totally changed my idea about dance. First, I think it's diversity. Actually, it's not easy to define what is it like Indian dance, because everything is mixed up in the dance form. For example, Kathak, I can say it's the reconciliation between Muslim and Hindu culture. In contemporary days, they are always fight, but in Kathak, the good things are mixed up. For example, their very graceful manner and their etiquette is in the dance form, because it was a dance of the court for loyal people. And Hinduism dance is praying for gods. It's very sacred. So those things are mixed up, and Kathak is sometimes very masculine, and sometimes very feminine, and sometimes very sacred. And in certain era of history, it was only performed in the brothel by prostitute. So it was naturally become very sensual and seductive. So this something sacred and very earthy things are mixed up in Kathak. For me, this is the strongest attraction of Kathak and also other form of Indian dance. To be honest, I didn't met any difficulties in teaching Indian dance, because my students, they are already well known about Indian dance and Indian culture, so they are ready. But the difficulties I met in Korea is when I met people who doesn't know about Indian dance. People think it's quite funny in their stereotype. Actually, when people meet something strange to them, they feel fear. To defend that feeling, they pretend ignore it. A few days ago, when I teach school kids in the elementary school, I taught Bhangra dance. It's a folk dance of North India. And one of students listening to the music first time, she said that the music sounds very strange. So I explained her, how about, foreigners, they listen to pansori at first time. Maybe they will think it's very strange, bizarre. It's the same. You feel strange because you are not familiar to it. And when you get used to it, slowly you will not think it's strange. So I think it needs time and information for people. Thankfully, yes. In old days, it was very hard to find the opportunity, but these days, people are interested in multicultural functions. So we are usually invited to such multicultural festival in different city of Korea. For example, Lotus Festival in Buyeon, in Yeonggwang, there was also such a big festival. Usually, a local festival prepares multicultural dance performance. Yeah, sure. Contemporary Indian dance is influenced by Western dance, like modern dance and ballet. But in vice versa, Indian dance also had some influence on Western contemporary dance. For example, there is very famous contemporary dancer from Bangladesh. His name is Akram Khan. He's very high level dancer. The mudra. Mudra is the hand gesture. It describes everything. It's influenced on contemporary dance. So I think they influence each other, Western and India. And I believe that tradition is not fixed in history. Tradition is always developed. It's not fixed in the museum. It's living. It's alive like us. I think it can change and have influence, as Kathak is influenced by Islamic culture from Central Asia. I think the media is very important because many Korean people think Indian dance is funny, but in other countries, other people, they don't think like that. Only Korean people think. Why? Because media only shows such aspect of Indian dance. So if they change their attitude, of course, people's mind will change.